Ganesha. The 7 luckiest zodiac signs in 2026. Horoscope for 2026. There are moments when the universe falls silent, as if holding its breath, to give a chance only to the chosen ones. 2026 is one such year, a year when Ganesha, the god of prosperity, will open the door to happiness for those who are ready to accept his blessings. This year brings an amazing turning point in fate. For 7 zodiac signs, it will be a time when the impossible becomes possible, when money, love, and luck cease to be a dream and become reality. Ganesha does not act randomly. He sees hearts, intentions, and willpower. He separates those who are just waiting from those who are preparing to accept the gift. And in 2026, his hand will touch those who do not even suspect how close they are to a great breakthrough. For some, it will be financial revival. For others, it will be an incredible healing of the soul. And for others, it will be the long-awaited opening of the door to a new life. This is not an ordinary horoscope. It is a sign from above, from a deity who knows how to remove obstacles and open roads. And if you are watching this video right now, perhaps Ganesha has already chosen you. Stay until the end to find out if you are one of the 7 luckiest signs of the year. Because 2026 is not just a date on the calendar. It is an era in which your name can become a symbol of good luck. Subscribe so you don't miss the moment when the universe starts working in your favor, because this time it's truly a 1 in a million chance. Aries. Ganesha paves the way for Aries, because in 2026, this sign will become a fiery symbol of victory, strength, and absolute success. The energy of the year will belong to those who are not afraid of big challenges, and among them is Aries, who will enter this period with unwavering determination. Everything that previously seemed insurmountable will dissolve under the weight of their actions. Ganesha blesses this sign with years of fire that purifies and creates something new. And therefore, at the beginning of the year, Aries will feel that the world around them is beginning to respond to their desires. Words will have power, thoughts will take material form, and actions will have immediate results. This will be the key to their wealth. Money will not fall from the sky. It will come through confidence, strategy, and an inner readiness to act when others hesitate. The first 3 months of the year will be a time of cleansing for Aries. They will pay off old debts, reject toxic people, and finally destroy their fear of making mistakes. Ganesha calls this period the hot iron stage, when you have to forge your destiny without stopping. In the financial sphere, unexpected sources of income will open up, sometimes even from the past. What seemed forgotten will bring benefits. Old ideas, contacts, even hobbies that once made no sense will begin to bring profit. Aries should be vigilant. Every opportunity in 26 is like a gold coin that flashes for only a second. Those who are quick enough will get everything. In the middle of the year, Ganesha promises a turning point. A project that Aries will start on their own will become the basis for stable prosperity. This is not a coincidence, but a reward for inner discipline. Aries, who learn to delegate and trust only those who deserve it, will create a team capable of conquering the heights. At the same time, those who remain captive to old grudges or pride risk losing the chance given to them by fate. Ganesha advises, let go of control over the small things to gain power over the big things. This will be the turning point of the year. In terms of finances, Aries can expect a lot of energy. Money will come through deals, contracts, and partnerships. But the main thing is rhythm. If Aries acts in harmony with their pace, without chasing quick results, they will receive profits that will not melt away. In the second half of the year, it is possible to buy real estate, a car, or start your own business. Those who work in technology, design, consulting, or sales will see incredible growth. Success will come not by chance, but through systematic persistence. Ganesha sees Aries energy exploding with a new wave in August-September, a period when the universe will test their ability to receive great blessings. There will be a temptation to spend more than necessary, or to engage in risky ventures. But Ganesha warns that true success will come through wisdom, not recklessness. If Aries can maintain balance, in October they will be one of the few who will end the year with financial independence. His mind will be endowed with special power. In 26, Aries will think faster than anyone around him. Ganesha enhances intelligence, gives the ability to see the essence of things, and make lightning-fast decisions. This is a year when intuition and logic will come together, and this is what will lead to breakthroughs. People will seek advice from representatives of this sign, because they will bring the confidence and clarity that others so desperately lack. On a personal level, Aries will undergo a transformation. Ganesha promises that happiness will come not through struggle, but through trust. In 26, there will be those who bring harmony, stability, and support. For many, it will be a year of engagement, marriage, or deep unions. Those who have been alone will stop chasing love, and that is when it will come on its own. It will burst in when the heart of Aries is cleansed of anger and doubt. Ganesha also points to a new mission. Aries will become an inspirer. Their energy is capable of lifting others and creating movement. This is a period when they can influence the collective, society, and even the mass consciousness. Aries' words will sound confident and will leave no one indifferent. A wave of determination will emanate from him, and those around him will begin to act. Therefore, it is important to control the power of influence, because now it is enormous. Material opportunities in 2026 will open doors for Aries to scales he has never seen before. This is not only about money, but also about standard of living, comfort, and recognition. Ganesha warns, your wealth will grow as much as you can accept. This means that Aries must abandon their modest way of thinking. If they believe they can have more, they will get more. If they are afraid of losing, they will lose. Everything is determined by their inner code of belief. By the end of the year, Aries will be at the top. But the top is not the end of the road, but only the beginning of a new stage. Ganesha says that 26 will be a year of authority building for this sign. People will begin to see him not just as a leader, but as a guide. Someone who knows how to create order out of chaos. This is a time when Aries' words will carry the weight of law, and his decisions will have the power of fate. His influence will go beyond the usual spheres and touch many lives. This year will be a fiery framework for the next decade. Everything that Aries creates in 26 will remain for a long time. This is not a short flash, but a foundation, That is why it is important to act wisely and not rush into changes that could destroy stability. Ganesha teaches patience even in victory. And then, the moment of true blessing will come. Ganesha will open the door to 3 great gifts: financial independence, inner peace, and the ability to help others without losing oneself. Each of these gifts will be well deserved. When others are just beginning to understand what true success is, Aries will already be living it. And it is he who will prove that fate favors the bold but is generous to those who carry the light. Taurus. In 2026, Taurus will become a symbol of stable prosperity, material strength, and unshakable inner peace. Ganesha opens the way for him, where rewards will come not by chance, but for staying true to himself. Where others rush from one idea to another, Taurus stands like a rock, and that is why the universe will entrust him with the most valuable thing: constancy in abundance. Ganesha sees that this year is made for Taurus, like a work of art made of precious metal, strong, shiny, and genuine. Their task is to accept the wealth they have earned through patience and hard work, and not to push it away out of fear of change. The beginning of 2026 will bring clarity to Taurus. They will feel that they are finally in control of events. Ganesha gives them the amazing ability to see ahead, not through intuition, but through realistic calculation. This sign will begin to act strategically, realizing that every action is an investment. Their financial flow will begin to grow in the first months when they dare to say yes to new opportunities. Ganesha emphasizes, your growth will begin when you realize that stability does not mean stagnation. In 2026, Taurus will become the true architect of their own destiny. They will create, collect, accumulate, and everything they touch will have value. Ganesha points out the main thing. This year will be the moment when Taurus can go beyond their usual financial horizons. It's not just about income, but also about status. They will begin to be taken seriously, entrusted with large projects, and invited into partnerships. Everything that previously seemed unattainable will become commonplace. This is the secret of the year: a smooth transition to a new level without chaos and fear. In the middle of the year, Taurus will face a test. Ganesha warns that their strength lies in stability. But this very stability can become a trap. When everything is going well, it is easy to relax and stop. However, 26 will not allow this. It will push Taurus to expand. New knowledge, investments, technologies, relocations. All this will become part of their journey. Those who dare to step outside their comfort zone will be rewarded with a stable income that will grow even in the most unpredictable circumstances. Taurus's financial affairs in 2026 will be like a well-built mechanism, unhurried but smooth. Money will come from several sources at once: main job, additional projects, possibly even passive income. Ganesha says that this is a year when you need to not just earn, but structure your success. He advises creating a system, a business, a plan, a strategy. What Taurus creates during this period will work for years to come. This is not a fluke of luck, but the foundation on which their future prosperity will stand. A special feature of 2026 will be a new level of self-esteem. Taurus will learn to value themselves without comparisons and proofs. Ganesha emphasizes that this year, their inner peace will become a magnet for material goods. Where others panic, they will keep a cool head. And it is in this silence that big decisions will be made. Each of their steps will be precise, like the movements of a sculptor who knows exactly where to chip away to reveal the form. In August-September, Ganesha will open the door to new financial cooperation or a large purchase for Taurus. It could be land, a house, a company, or an asset that will increase profits several times over time. But Ganesha warns, do not rush. The decision must mature like fruit. Those who can wait will see that the right moment brings 3 times more benefit. This is a period when fate tests the ability to wait without fear of loss. In the sphere of personal relationships, Taurus will finally achieve the harmony they have long sought. Ganesha shows that this sign will be a source of calm for others. Their partner will feel support and security with them. In 2026, Taurus will begin to understand that love is not a competition but mutual growth. Those who have been alone will meet someone who will not take away their freedom, but will strengthen it. Ganesha says, don't look for the perfect one. Look for the real one, and it will find you. By the end of the year, Taurus will become an influential center of stability among their circle. People will come to them for advice because they will see not only intelligence, but also strength of spirit in them. Ganesha emphasizes that their energy in 2026 is the energy of creation. They do not destroy the old, but transform it into something useful. That is why any crisis, even if it happens, will only push them higher. At the end of the year, the universe will test Taurus once again, through the temptation to rest on its laurels. Ganesha advises, don't close the circle, expand it. If Taurus manages to remain flexible, its profits will continue to grow even when others face a downturn. Its stability will turn into a strength that everyone will respect. Ganesha blesses Taurus for 2026 with the words, your strength is in calmness, your luck is in patience, your wealth is in confidence. Do not be afraid of big goals, because your soul is made to achieve them. And as the year comes to an end, Taurus will see that their path was not a coincidence. It was a carefully constructed destiny, in which each day was a step towards complete control of their life. Gemini. In 2026, Gemini will become the embodiment of movement, ideas, breakthroughs, and new horizons. Ganesha opens up a year for them where thoughts become actions and words become power. For this sign, he has prepared a path filled with changes, discoveries, and incredible coincidences that will bring them together with the right people at the right time. Everything that Gemini started and did not finish will come to a logical conclusion in 2026. The scattered pieces of life will finally come together into a complete picture. It will be a year when the mind becomes a weapon and communication becomes gold. Ganesha says that it is through language, ideas, texts, knowledge, or public speaking that Gemini will achieve material success. The world will hear them. If they learn to focus their energy not on 100 things at once, but on one important thing, they will be able to reach heights that no one else in their circle has ever reached. The beginning of the year will be a time of breakthrough in thinking. New approaches to business, work, and education will emerge. Ganesha emphasizes, do not be afraid to change direction, because change in 2026 will not destroy Gemini, but elevate them. Financially, this year will be like a wave that lifts those who know how to keep their balance. Income will grow not linearly, but in leaps and bounds. One successful project or collaboration can ensure stability for years to come. Ganesha advises paying close attention to contacts. An acquaintance made in February or June could be fateful. It is through people that Gemini will receive the main gifts of the year: offers, partnerships, and ideas that will bring profit. The middle of the year will be the moment when Gemini suddenly realize that they have great influence. Their opinion will carry weight, and their decisions will have consequences. Ganesha warns, use this power not for proof, but for creation. If Gemini learn to listen not only to themselves but also to the silence around them, they will feel the hints of fate. The information noise will recede, and the essence will remain. A clear understanding of where to go next. It is at this moment that the path to financial prosperity will open up. In the sphere of work, Gemini will be able to reach the international level, or expand their influence in several directions at once. Ganesha says that 2026 is a year of scaling up for them. Everything that was small will grow. Everything that was secondary will become primary. Representatives of this sign can start their own business or take an old one to a new level. They just need to believe that the talent to think quickly is not chaos, but a gift. If directed correctly, it turns into a gold mine. Ganesha emphasizes that in 26, Gemini will have a chance to get ahead of the times. Their ideas will be more modern than anything else around them. The world will begin to catch up to their level. They will be able to create trends rather than follow them. The main thing is not to be afraid to look different. This year will reward originality, courage, and speed. Those who can react faster than others will get everything. The personal life of Gemini into 6 will also be transformed by a wave of change. Ganesha indicates that a person will appear who understands them without words. This could be a union of like-minded people, partners, or lovers, but it will definitely be a spiritual union. This connection will not be peaceful, but it will open up new inner strengths. Gemini will learn to trust, and this trust will become a source of inspiration for their achievements. August-September will be a period of great clarity. Ganesha shows that Gemini will then be able to make a choice that will determine their next few years. It could be a new place of residence, a change of profession, or the start of a big project. At this time, fate will seem to part, opening up a horizon of possibilities before them. If they are not afraid, then their lives will reach a whole new level, both materially and spiritually. Ganesha blesses them with lightness, but not frivolity. He says, "Don't be afraid to fly, but remember where the wind is blowing." This means that the freedom of 2026 must be conscious. Gemini are capable of achieving great results if they can turn their scattered energy into focus. Each of their ideas is a seed, and now is the time to sow it in the right soil. The end of the year will give Gemini what they have been striving for most: recognition. People will begin to appreciate their work, words, and ideas. Ganesha says, "Your wealth is not only in money, but in influence." Indeed, Gemini will feel that they can inspire others, teach, and lead. Their projects, books, words, and actions will all become a source of benefit to the world, and finances will come as a natural result. And as the year comes to an end, Gemini will be surprised to realize that everything they have been looking for, stability, recognition, love, is already within reach. They will stop running and for the first time truly feel that success is a state of being in the right place. And it is Ganesha who guided them through the chaos of their thoughts, who will help them see the main thing, that every word has weight, every choice has meaning, and every day in the 6 can change their lives forever. Cancer. In 96, Cancer will finally emerge from the shadow of its own doubts and show the world the true power of inner confidence. Ganesha is preparing a year for Cancer, in which calmness and wisdom will be combined with action. Everything that was once delayed will dissolve like fog before dawn. Cancer will receive not just happiness, it will receive renewal, complete rebirth, when even the smallest movement will lead to great results. Its energy will transform from defensive to creative, and this will be the beginning of a new life cycle. Ganesha says that 2026 for Cancer is a year when the past lets go. Everything that held them back, resentment, fears, insecurity, will dissolve in the light of new events. This sign, which has always felt life deeply, will get a chance not only to feel, but also to act. Already, at the beginning of the year, Cancer will feel a confidence awakening within them that they have been unable to find for years. Ganesha strengthens intuition, endowing the ability to recognize the truth in any situation. Their decisions will become accurate, their actions precise, and their words convincing. The material sphere of 2026 will open up new horizons for Cancer. Where there were previously limitations, doors will now open. Ganesha says, when you stop being afraid of losing, you will start receiving. Indeed, as soon as Cancer changes its attitude toward money, from fear to gratitude, financial flows will begin to grow. It will be a year of expansion. Additional sources of income will appear, possibly related to personal talents. Some will start working for themselves, some will start a business, and some will get a promotion. But the main thing is the feeling that they are in control of their lives, rather than just going with the flow. In the middle of the year, Ganesha gives Cancer a gift: clarity in relationships and mutual understanding with loved ones. Things that have long caused emotional turmoil will suddenly become clear. People who once left may return, but this time not for pain, but for harmony. Ganesha teaches, forgiveness is not weakness, it is a step toward strength. Cancer will finally get rid of the burden of resentment and be able to move forward freely. Their heart, cleansed of old pain, will become a magnet for joy. Financial stability in 2026 will be a direct result of inner balance. Ganesha shows that all events will unfold in such a way as to teach Cancer to manage their resources. Money will come in exactly as much as they are ready to accept it. This is not a year of random wins. It is a year of well-deserved blessings. Every penny, every opportunity will be a response to his inner state. If he thinks calmly, profits will grow. If he allows fears to control him, progress will stop. It's simple. 26 will be a mirror of the soul. Ganesha particularly emphasizes that Cancer will be protected during this period. Their intuition will warn them of dangers, steer them away from wrong decisions, and encounters will happen at the most opportune moments. They will receive support from people from whom they did not expect any good. The year will bring new friends, allies, and perhaps even patrons who will help in their career or business. But most importantly, they themselves will become the ones who bring harmony to others. Ganesha also indicates material changes. Cancer's home will be renovated. There may be repairs, a move, the purchase of real estate, or even the opening of their own space, a coffee shop, studio, or workshop. Their environment will begin to reflect their inner state. And the calmer and more harmonious they become, the more beautiful and richer everything around them will be. August and September will be the peak of the year. Ganesha indicates that Cancer will then receive important news or an opportunity that will change their financial situation. It could be an unexpected offer, a grant, an inheritance, a successful deal, or a profitable investment. But to do this, they will have to make a choice, to stay in their comfort zone or take a risk. And if they choose the new, Ganesha promises, the reward will exceed all expectations. During this period, Cancer will discover the power of persuasion. Their words will influence people. They will be able to lead, motivate, and inspire. This will become not only a source of success, but also his mission. Cancer will realize that his gentleness is not a weakness, but the most powerful weapon. Where others act harshly, he wins with care, and that is what makes him invincible. At the end of the year, Ganesha blesses Cancer with peace and prosperity. This will be a time when all efforts will bear fruit. The financial situation will stabilize, health will improve, and relationships will be filled with warmth. Ganesha says, when your heart is open, the world brings you everything you have been looking for. Indeed, in December, Cancer will feel that their life has finally entered a harmonious rhythm. The year will end not with an explosion of emotions, but with deep satisfaction, with themselves, with the path they have taken, with what they have managed to build. Cancer will become an example for others. Calm strength always triumphs over chaos. And when 2026 bows its head to a new cycle, Ganesha will whisper, "You have walked the path of purification. Now you are not just strong, you are whole." And from that moment on, their life will begin to sound different, confident, stable, with a hint of inner greatness that cannot be destroyed by any storms in the world. Leo. In 2026, Leo will ascend to its highest throne. Ganesha opens up a year in which pride will turn into confidence and ambition into real achievements. This sign will not just shine, it will become a center of power that others will gravitate toward. If previous years required patience and restraint from Leo, now is the time for action, unlocking potential, power, and victory. Ganesha says, "You were made to lead, and 2026 is the year when no one can deny it." The beginning of the year will be the moment when Leo feels his energy restored. The doubts that prevented him from moving forward will disappear. He will no longer ask for permission in life. He will become its architect himself. Ganesha endows him with clarity of mind to see the big picture and the willpower to act without fear. In the first months of 2026, Leo will take steps that will open the door to big money and influence. It could be a new business, a large-scale project, or a promotion that he has long deserved. Everything will happen when he says to himself, "I am ready." Leo's financial sphere will explode with growth in 2026. Ganesha shows streams converging at a single point, in his hands. Where others fight for crumbs, Leo will receive full tables. This is a year of big contracts, lucrative deals, and investments that multiply capital. But at the same time, it is a year of responsibility. Everything he receives will have to be retained with wisdom, not force. Ganesha warns, "Your power is not in volume, but in precision." It is this precision that will allow you to turn profit into wealth and success into a system. In the middle of the year, Leo will have the opportunity to enter a new arena. This could be at the international level, in the public eye, or in a sphere where his name will begin to be spoken with respect. Ganesha blesses this path, but demands discipline. This is not a time for self-love. It is a time for mastery. Those who can combine charisma with professionalism will see fate open the widest doors. Leos will begin to be noticed, invited, and quoted. Their confidence will become an example for others. Ganesha shows that 2026 will bring an important lesson for Leo. True power is not domination, but inspiration. He is destined to influence, but not through fear, but through light. People will follow him willingly because they will see in him a true leader, one who not only shows the way, but also leads alongside them. His words will carry the weight of law, but it is his kindness that will make this law just. Financially, Leo will be able to afford more than ever before. Ganesha sees the acquisition of big things: real estate, cars, brands, jewelry, everything that symbolizes status. But the main thing is not in the things themselves, but in the freedom they will give. Leo will feel that he is no longer dependent on circumstances. He creates his own reality, and this feeling is the real treasure of the year. In July-August, Leo will experience a turning point. Ganesha shows a flash of an event, after which he will no longer be who he was. It could be a breakthrough in his career, public recognition, a big victory, or an unexpected award. Everything will happen suddenly, but deservedly. This period is the culmination of all the efforts invested in previous years. It is then that Leo will understand that nothing was in vain. In Leo's personal life, Ganesha is preparing a new stage: deeper feelings, honesty, and partnership without games. If he previously felt that love was a struggle, he will now see that it is a union of two strong people. For single representatives of the sign, a person will appear who will not be afraid of his strength, but will support it. For those already in a relationship, 2026 will be a period of harmony and shared victories. Ganesha emphasizes that the spiritual aspect of the year is no less important. Leo must remember, true greatness lies in humility before the higher law. If he remains grateful, all doors will remain open. Those who succumb to pride risk losing some of the support of the universe. But even then, Leo will have a chance to make amends. Fate will be lenient with him because it sees his heart. By the end of the year, Leo will stand in the center of a circle filled with light. His achievements will be impressive, and his confidence will become unshakable. He will no longer chase recognition. It will come to him. Ganesha blesses him with the words, "You have earned your crown because you have not betrayed your light. Indeed, in 2026, Leo will become what he was always meant to be, a symbol of strength, generosity, and nobility. When others are just beginning to realize their potential, Leo will already be standing at the top, looking ahead. But he will not stop, because for him, success is not a goal, but a journey. And Ganesha knows that this journey is just beginning, because Leo has learned the most important thing: to rule not only the world, but also himself. Virgo. In 2026, Virgo will enter a period when mind and destiny will merge into one. Ganesha opens the way for her not to instant miracles, but to strategic triumph, where every step will bring results, and every action will become the foundation for stability for years to come. If her analytical skills seemed excessive before, now this trait will be the reason for her success. In 2026, the world will begin to operate according to laws that Virgo understands better than anyone else: order, precision, logic, and consistency. Ganesha says, "Your strength is in the details, and details are the backbone of reality." The beginning of the year for Virgo will be like a carefully constructed game where every move matters. She will feel that time has finally started working in her favor. What she has been investing her energy in over the past few years will begin to bear fruit. Ganesha emphasizes that this is the year of the materialization of the mind. Ideas, plans, and systems that existed only in her head will become reality. She will have the opportunity to create something big: a company, a project, a book, a direction that will change the lives of others. Financially, this year will be one of the strongest in Virgo's life. Ganesha shows a stable flow that grows gradually but steadily. Her income will increase thanks to her organization, precision, and analytical decisions. This is not accidental luck. It is a natural result. She will be able to see potential where others do not. Her attention to detail will be her main advantage. Ganesha blesses her intellect, turning it into an instrument of prosperity. In the middle of the year, Virgo will face a serious choice. Ganesha emphasizes that this moment will show whether she is ready to embrace the scale. Her natural tendency toward modesty may prevent her from seeing how great the opportunities are that are opening up before her. But that is precisely when she must allow herself more. If she decides to act decisively, she will receive support from above. Her work will begin to be noticed, and her name will be spoken with respect in circles where it was previously unheard of. Ganesha emphasizes that 2026 will teach Virgo the most important thing: to value herself. Her modesty has always been a virtue, but now it can become a shadow. He says, humility does not mean devaluation. Those who do not recognize their strength lose it. And this is where her growth will lie, not in being better than others, but in allowing herself to be great. Financially, the middle of the year will be the peak of productivity. Ganesha sees successful investments, new sources of income, signing contracts, or collaborating with people who will open the way to stable profits. It is also a year of technology and analytics. Virgos working in these fields will experience a real breakthrough, but even those engaged in creative or humanitarian fields will be able to monetize their knowledge. Ganesha says, "Your accuracy is currency. Use it wisely." The main opportunity of the year will open up in August-September. This is the moment when fate will test her readiness for big decisions. There may be an offer to change jobs, cities, countries, or the format of your activities. Ganesha advises not to cling to the familiar. Even if everything seems stable, it is necessary to move forward. New horizons will bring growth, not chaos. And it is in this movement that success will be born. In personal matters, Ganesha predicts a period of deep, conscious relationships. Virgos, who are used to analyzing their feelings, will allow themselves to simply live by them for the first time. This is a year when love will be honest, mature, and calm. They will learn to accept care without feeling guilty, and to give it without expectations. Those who are looking for love will meet someone with whom they will not need to play roles, only mutual trust and a shared future. At the end of the year, Ganesha elevates Virgo above everything that previously limited her. She will become an authority. People will turn to her for advice, and her methods, principles, and decisions will become a benchmark for others. Her name will begin to be associated with stability, reliability, and wisdom. And even if she did not seek fame, it will come to her, because when a person does their job with love, the world notices it. Ganesha concludes his blessing with the words, "You are order amid chaos. Your attention to detail creates harmony in the world, and harmony is always rewarded with abundance." Indeed, by the end of 2026, Virgo will be on the threshold of a new stage, a rich, balanced, and happy one. She will understand that every step she took was accurate, every wait was justified, and every little thing was part of a grand plan that will now unfold before her in all its fullness. Libra. In 2026, Libras will enter a phase of balance that they have been seeking their entire lives, but they will find it not in compromise, but in strength. Ganesha opens up a year for them, in which justice returns to those who have waited a long time. Libras will finally see their kindness, patience, and wisdom begin to bear fruit. Where they once doubted, they will now act with confidence. Where they once retreated, they will now prevail. Ganesha says, "Your harmony is not silence. It is precision in moving in the right direction." At the beginning of the year, Libras will feel that time is working in their favor. Their plans will begin to come to fruition without undue pressure, as if fate itself is removing obstacles. Ganesha blesses this period as the morning dawn after a long night. Everything they did before, even if it seemed futile, will begin to pay off. People who once did not see their potential will recognize their value. During this period, it is important not to stop, because the first 3 months of 2026 are a time of active growth. Ganesha points out that communication will be the main source of success for Libras. Their ability to find common ground with different people will open doors to new financial and professional opportunities. This year is not about loneliness. It's about union. Success will come through partnerships, collaboration, teams, and shared ideas. If Libras learn not to take everything on themselves, but to share responsibility, their progress will be impressive. Financially, 26 will be stable and fruitful. Ganesha shows a flow that is slow at first, but steadily increasing. Money will come through deals, art, services, aesthetics, or negotiations. This is a year when Libras will be able to earn money doing what they do best, creating beauty, harmony, and balance. Their taste, sense of proportion, and diplomacy will become a source of profit. In the middle of the year, Ganesha will give Libras a great opportunity. It could be a career promotion, the launch of a business, or the chance to move to a new level of social status. He says, your task is not to choose, but to accept. Indeed, in 2026, Libras will stop hesitating. Their choices will become confident, and their decisions will be accurate. This will not be an emotional impulse, but the clarity they have long awaited. Summer will be a particularly powerful period. Ganesha shows a powerful wave of events in June to July, when Libras will feel that life is accelerating. A new partner, a new deal, a new market, or a project that exceeds all expectations may appear. But Ganesha warns, keep a balance between what you receive and what you give. If Libras allow themselves to spend too much, emotionally or materially, the flow will slow down. But if they remain centered in their own peace, their wealth will be stable. In relationships, 2026 will be a moment of truth. Libras will no longer settle for half feelings or half happiness. Ganesha says, love without balance cannot last. And that is why many representatives of this sign will either reach a new level of harmony in their existing relationships or let go of those with whom they do not have unity. But this is not drama, it is purification. The old will be replaced by the new, genuine, deep, sincere. In August-September, Ganesha promises a period of great insight. Libras will understand what they really want from life. The chaos of thoughts that has been interfering for years will disappear. They will see clearly. Here is their goal. Here is their path. Here are those with whom they must walk. This period may be accompanied by external changes, a move, a new environment, a new position. But these changes will only reinforce internal stability. Ganesha emphasizes that the main gift of the year will be the wisdom of self-control. Libras will learn not to depend on the opinions of others, not to seek constant approval. They will understand that harmony does not mean satisfying everyone. It is the ability to be at peace with oneself. And when that happens, financial and personal success will come simultaneously. By the end of the year, Libras will see results that exceed their expectations. Ganesha says, balance is a state in which money flows effortlessly because you act from your center of power. Indeed, December 2026 will be a month of peaceful wealth, stable income, strong relationships, confidence in the future. Libras will finally feel that they are standing firmly on the ground while remaining free. Ganesha blesses them with the words, "You know how to keep the world in balance, even when it is shaking. And now the world will reward you with the stability you have created." And when the year ends, Libras will realize that the main victory is not in weighing good and evil, but in finding meaning and peace in everything. Scorpio. In 2026, Scorpio will become a symbol of rebirth, power emerging from the depths, and authority that cannot be bought or taken away. Ganesha opens the year for him when fate will leave no choice, either complete renewal or stagnation. But Scorpio is not born to stand still. Its mission is to break through, and in 2026, it will do so in a way that will shake the world. It will be a year when everything that seemed lost will return, but in a new, stronger form. Ganesha says, "You must not seek peace. your nature is action. And this year, your action will turn life into gold. At the beginning of the year, Scorpio will feel an inner calling, a need to radically change their path. It will not be an impulse, but a deep understanding. The old patterns no longer work. Ganesha strengthens their will, giving them the ability to break free from everything that held them back: fear, addiction, toxic relationships. In the first few months, they will begin a cleansing process. It may look like the end of something, a relationship, a project, a partnership, but in reality, it is the beginning of a new cycle. Everything that remains after this restructuring will be strong and profitable. Financially, 2026 will be a year of scale for Scorpios. Ganesha shows the movement of energy from the depths. This means that sources of income may appear from places where he did not expect them. Old investments, abandoned ideas, or people with whom he once failed to reach an agreement will suddenly bring benefits. This is not a coincidence, but the law of return. Everything they once gave away is now coming back 100-fold. Their task is to be ready to accept it. Ganesha warns that success this year will come not through stability, but through risk. Scorpios will be able to earn much more if they allow themselves to step outside their comfort zone. But this should not be a blind risk, but an intuitively accurate one. His sense of the right moment in 2026 is infallible. He will see opportunities where others see chaos. If Scorpio trusts himself, he will be the first to take a step and gain an advantage that will bring him financial freedom. In the middle of the year, Ganesha promises a climax. It will be an event that will change Scorpio's status. They may be appointed to a leadership position, invited into a partnership, made the face of a brand, or become an authority in their field. This is not just success, it is recognition. And it will come when they least expect it, because all their energy will be focused not on fame, but on the task at hand. Ganesha says, "You don't have to strive for power. Power will come to those who know how to control themselves." In financial terms, the second half of the year will be eventful. Scorpios may create several sources of income, start a new business, or receive an offer that will secure them for years to come. This is a year of strategic opportunities. The main thing is not to act on emotions. Their strength lies in cold analysis. Ganesha advises against rushing into large purchases in July-August, but September-October will be the perfect time for investments. Ganesha predicts profound transformations in relationships. For Scorpios, love in 2026 will not be a game, but a test. They will learn to truly open up without fear of losing control. Those who are ready for intimacy will find a union that will give them strength. Those who live in the shadow of the past will be forced to say goodbye to it. But this cleansing will lead to true happiness. Ganesha says, "When your heart is free, your will becomes law." Autumn will be a time for realizing plans. Scorpio will be rewarded for years of patience. Their work will be noticed, and the financial results will be tangible. They will no longer chase success. Success will seek them out. Ganesha blesses them with stability, but not stagnation. He says, "You are water that cuts through stone. Move, and the stone will become precious." By the end of the year, Scorpio will be on the threshold of a new life. Their status, resources, and environment will all change. But the main thing is that they themselves will change. Ganesha will show them that power lies not in control, but in calmness. When he stops fighting, everything will start to work out on its own, and then true wealth will come, not only in his wallet, but in his inner sense of strength. 2026 will end for Scorpio with the feeling that he has conquered something more than just time. He has conquered his former self. Ganesha whispers to him, "You have passed through fire, and now you hold ashes that have turned to gold." And this gold is not a metaphor, but reality. A stable income, deep peace, and unshakable confidence await him, that everything he touches is doomed to strength, longevity, and victory. Sagittarius. In 2026, Sagittarius will become the embodiment of expansion, breakthrough, and triumph over boundaries. Ganesha opens up a year in which the horizon will cease to be a line. It will become a door. Sagittarius, who has always lived a dream, will get a chance to turn it into reality. This is not just luck, it is a reward for faith. Ganesha says, "You have walked through doubts for a long time, but now your path is turning into a straight road to great happiness." In 2026, his life will accelerate. Events will overlap, and each of them will bring opportunity. At the beginning of the year, Sagittarius will receive a sign that everything is changing. It could be a proposal, a meeting, a trip, or an unexpected opportunity. Ganesha fills his heart with faith and clarity. He will no longer doubt himself. Now he will become the kind of person who inspires others. His confidence, enthusiasm, and directness will begin to open doors that previously seemed closed. The year will start energetically, and this momentum will last for a long time. In financial terms, 2026 will be a breakthrough year for Sagittarius. Ganesha shows streams of energy converging at a single point: his determination. Money will come through bold actions, through movement, through projects related to other countries, languages, or new technologies. This is a year when he must think big. Everything that limits him must be left behind. If he stops seeking security and starts seeking growth, he will get both. Ganesha says, "Your luck is not accidental. It is a response to your aspirations." Sagittarius, who is not afraid to go beyond the limits, will see that the universe adapts to his courage. Contracts, projects, agreements, everything will fall into place with amazing precision. But the main thing is to believe in your own vision. If you dare to take a step even when no one supports you, the result will exceed your expectations. In the middle of the year, Ganesha promises a period of great journeys, not only geographical, but also spiritual. It will be a time of discovery when every encounter and every new experience will open the door to profit and inspiration. Their knowledge, experience, and sociability will become the best currency. Sagittarius may find themselves in teaching, mentoring, media, creativity, or entrepreneurship, anywhere where belief in big ideas is needed. Financial luck in 2026 will come through intuition. Ganesha emphasizes that if Sagittarius listens to their sense of the moment rather than their fears, they will always come out on top. In June, July, an opportunity will arise that many will not notice. It could be a new market, investment, partnership, or even an unexpected business merger. And if they feel that the time has come, they need to act without delay. Their personal life will also enter a phase of growth. Ganesha shows an inspiring union. If Sagittarius is in a relationship, it will become deeper. If single, they will meet someone who will not hold them back, but, on the contrary, will help them fly higher. This is a partnership of two strong souls based on common goals, not dependence. In 2026, love for Sagittarius will be freedom, not attachment. Autumn will bring the culmination. Ganesha sees a period when all efforts will merge into one powerful result. It could be the signing of a major deal, moving to a new country, starting a business, or launching a large-scale project. It is in the fall that fate will open the door to a new level of life. Sagittarius will feel that they have entered a flow that is guiding them with an invisible hand. Ganesha warns of only one thing: not to lose the balance between action and gratitude. Great success can bring pride, but if they remain humble, their success will be long-lasting. They need to remember that generosity is the main key to stability. When Sagittarius shares, the universe shares with them. Towards the end of the year, there will be a moment when everything falls into place. Ganesha shows an image of a road shining with gold. This is the path that Sagittarius has created for himself with his courage. Money, fame, recognition, all this will come naturally. But the most valuable thing is the feeling that he is living in harmony with his mission. His energy will be so strong that it will begin to inspire others. Ganesha blesses him with the words, "Your arrow has been released. It is flying straight towards its target, and no one, not even fate, can stop it." Indeed, 2026 will be a year when Sagittarius will not only achieve success, but also feel that they have become a force that changes the world around them. Capricorn. In 2026, Capricorn will rise to a place where there are no doubts, fears, or petty goals. Ganesha opens up a year of utmost concentration, when every action will matter and every thought will shape reality. This is the time when Capricorn will receive everything they have been striving for over the years, not by chance or luck, but through flawless strategy, endurance, and unwavering will. Ganesha says, "You are made to build." And 26 is the year when your structures will become eternal. At the beginning of the year, Capricorn will feel that the world finally recognizes them. Their efforts in work, business, or personal development will begin to yield real results. People who once doubted them will now look at them with respect. This will be the year when their name becomes associated with reliability, confidence, and strength. Ganesha gives them the energy of a leader who does not speak much, but when they do, everything is decided. Financially, 2026 will be the foundation of the decade for Capricorn. Ganesha shows streams rising from the depths, like a river breaking through rock. His income will grow steadily, without jumps, but confidently. This is a year of strategic accumulation, wise distribution, and consistency. Capricorn will see that money no longer flows away as before, but stays. Their home will become a place of strength, where peace and prosperity merge into one. Ganesha advises, don't chase quantity, create quality. And it is this advice that will reveal the main truth of the year: less movement, more precision. If Capricorn focuses on a few big goals rather than dozens of small ones, they will achieve unprecedented results. Their work will begin to bring not just profit, but influence. They will become the decision maker. Their opinion will carry weight, and their decisions will influence others. In the middle of the year, Ganesha gives Capricorn an event that will change everything. It could be a big deal, a contract, an inheritance, an offer of a management position, or starting their own business that will grow into a corporation. The main thing is not to be afraid of scale. Ganesha warns, your task is not to work more, but to think bigger. Indeed, those Capricorns who learn to delegate will see how quickly their system begins to grow. 2026 will also teach Capricorn the art of trust. They will understand that strength lies not in control, but in having the right people around them. Ganesha will send them allies who will not betray them. This is a year of teams, partnerships, and stable agreements. Its energy will attract those who seek to develop, not hold back. If Capricorn unites with the right people, success will be limitless. Financial achievements will manifest not only in money, but also in opportunities. Their name will open doors. Ganesha shows the symbol of a key, a sign that Capricorn will gain access to the levels where destinies are decided. This could be entry into elite circles, large investment projects, or international structures. Their competence will become capital more valuable than gold. In their personal life, Ganesha promises stability and depth. After years of emotional trials, Capricorn will find peace. If they are in a relationship, it will grow stronger. If they are single, they will meet someone who understands the power of silence. This union will not be turbulent, but it will have everything: respect, support, and devotion. In 2026, love for Capricorn will not be a passion, but a fortress. Autumn will be a time of big decisions. Ganesha will show them the moment when they will have to choose between safety and greatness. And if Capricorn chooses greatness, they will enter a new level of life. This could be a move, opening a branch of their business, scaling up their business, or launching a new direction. Their actions at this time will be decisive for the next decade. Towards the end of the year, Ganesha will bless Capricorn with peace and confidence. His efforts will bear fruit, stable income, recognition, power, but most importantly, a sense of inner dignity. He will no longer have to prove that he is worthy of success. He will simply live it. His everyday life will become what others dream of. Ganesha says, "You did not seek fame, and that is why it came to you. You did not seek wealth, and that is why it became yours." In 2026, Capricorn will understand the main thing. Stability is not in money, but in the awareness of one's own strength. And when they understand this, life will begin to reward them even more generously. And when the year comes to an end, Capricorn will stand on the summit they built with their own hands, without fanfare, without accidents, only through perseverance, faith, and purity of intention. Ganesha will bless them with the words, "Your life has become a monument to labor, your heart a source of wisdom, and your path proof that patience is stronger than fate." And this year will not be the end, but the first line of their legend, which will be remembered by those who seek to understand what true greatness in action looks like. Aquarius. In 2026, Aquarius will become a symbol of new thinking, breakthroughs, and liberation from everything that has been limiting. Ganesha opens up a year for him when innovation will become the main currency. Everything that was once considered a risk will now bring benefits. Aquarius will enter this year like lightning, splitting the sky, sharply, brightly, without warning. His ideas, vision, and courage to act unconventionally will make him one of the main creators of the new cycle. Ganesha says, "Your thinking is ahead of its time, and 2026 will finally catch up with you." At the beginning of the year, Aquarius will feel a surge of energy that is difficult to explain. It will not be just inspiration. It will be a state where everything around seems possible. Ganesha will fill his heart with confidence. He will understand that he no longer needs to ask permission to live the way he wants. Everything that was impossible will become achievable if he acts with faith in his own vision. This year will begin with a breakthrough, an unexpected opportunity or offer that will open the way to financial independence. Ganesha shows that in 2026, Aquarius will not work by the rules. They will create them. Their success will be born of unconventional decisions. While others are afraid to change direction, Aquarius will change the world. His main advantage is flexibility. This is a year for those who are not tied to old structures. If he allows himself to think more broadly, his profits will exceed all expectations. Financially, 2026 will be a year of big ideas that bring real money. Ganesha sees a flood of opportunities: technology, startups, creative industries, social projects, media. This is where success will be found. Aquarius can start from scratch and see rapid growth in just a few months. Their talents, previously unnoticed, will finally receive recognition. Everything they create will be ahead of its time. In the middle of the year, Ganesha will give Aquarius a new level of influence. Their ideas will begin to spread. People will begin to listen and follow them. Their words will become an inspiration. But at the same time, this is a year when they need to be careful with their energy, not to scatter it. Ganesha emphasizes, don't outdo everything at once. Focus on one thing, and you will get 10 results. If Aquarius chooses one main goal, the universe will build a path for it. Financial stability will come through partnership. Ganesha points out that a person will appear nearby, an ally who will support his ideas and help turn his dream into a business. This could be a colleague, partner, or even a loved one. Together, they will create something that will be a breakthrough, but the main thing is mutual trust. If Aquarius opens their heart, the alliance will bring not only profit but also harmony. In July-August, there will be a moment of rapid growth. Ganesha shows an energy surge, an event that will change the financial picture of the year. It could be the signing of a lucrative contract, the launch of a project, an investment, or public recognition. The world will begin to pay attention to him, and the more he remains true to himself, the faster his influence will grow. This is a period when the universe tests his courage, whether he is ready to accept the scale. In his personal life, Ganesha predicts harmony through freedom. Aquarius will learn to love without control, to support without appropriating. His relationships in 26 will be easy but deep. Those around him will feel inspired. If he is single, a person will appear with whom it will be easy to breathe, talk, and dream. And this person will become his ally, not only in feelings, but also in deeds. In the fall of 2026, Ganesha will open up the main opportunity of the decade for Aquarius, creating their own business or system that will work for them. This is the time when they will be able to lay the foundation for financial freedom. They need to believe in their projects, even if they seem too big. Ganesha says, "Your thinking creates the future. If it is bold, the future will obey." By the end of the year, Aquarius will find themselves in a completely different reality. Their life will change not externally, but internally. They will no longer struggle. They will simply act. Their decisions will be lightning fast, and the results will be tangible. Ganesha will reward them with peace and confidence that everything is happening at the right pace. Money, fame, new connections, all this will come naturally, without excessive effort. Ganesha blesses Aquarius with the words, "You have brought new ideas into the world, and now the world is giving you a new era." Indeed, 2026 will be a year of discovery for them, a new reality in which there are no boundaries. His path is that of a reformer, one who shows others that it is possible to live, think, and create without fear. And that is why his reward will be not only wealth, but also an immortal legacy, the thoughts, ideas, and deeds that will remain after him. Pisces. In 2026, Pisces will enter a phase where their intuition will become the most powerful tool for success. Ganesha opens up a year for them when the invisible will become tangible and dreams will become material. What was once just a vision will now take shape, gain strength, and become confident. Pisces have always felt more deeply than others, but in 26, they will learn to turn their feelings into concrete actions and their imagination into profit. Ganesha says, "Your soul sees what your eyes cannot see." And now is the time to use that vision to create abundance. At the beginning of the year, Pisces will feel the awakening of an inner fire that has long been dormant. They will realize that the world can no longer dictate terms. Now, they are the ones who set the direction. Ganesha will fill their consciousness with clarity. Their thoughts will no longer be chaotic, and their desires will no longer be vague. Pisces will see clearly what they want and find the strength to act. This year will be a period when they will not go with the flow, but will create their own path. Financially, 2026 will be a breakthrough year for Pisces. Ganesha shows the movement of water energy turning into gold. This means that everything they create with love will begin to bring profit. Their talent, artistry, sensitivity, and ability to empathize with others will all become sources of income. Pisces can find themselves in creative professions, psychology, medicine, design, cinema, and spiritual practices. Wherever it is necessary to see deeper than the surface, that is where their strength will lie. Ganesha warns that the first months of the year will require courage. There will be a moment when you will have to take a step into the unknown, change jobs, terminate an old contract, trust a new partner. It will be a test of your self-confidence, but that is when the main opportunity of the year will open up. If Pisces take this step without fear, financial stability will come sooner than they expect. In the middle of the year, Ganesha will grant Pisces spiritual insight. This is not mysticism. It is a clear understanding of who they are and why they came into this world. They will feel that their calling is not only material, but also to change the lives of others. This awareness will open the door to prosperity. Ganesha says, when you serve others, the universe serves you. And it is through helping, creativity, and inspiration that Pisces will find financial freedom. In July and August, fate will throw up an opportunity that seems too good to be true. Ganesha advises not to doubt. This is not an illusion, it is a reward. It could be a career-changing offer, a partnership that will open up a new business, or an unexpected inheritance. Everything that comes during this period will have the energy of a blessing, but it is important not to act out of fear of losing. Everything that is theirs will remain. Ganesha emphasizes that 2026 will make Pisces visionaries in their own lives. Their intuition will become so strong that they will be able to predict the consequences of any decision. And that is why they will no longer make mistakes. Each of their choices will be as accurate as a lightning strike. Their gentleness will become a weapon, because in a fast-paced world, it is calmness that brings results. Financially, the second half of the year will be a golden time. Ganesha sees upward movement, profits, deals, gifts of fate. Money will come not through tension, but through harmony. Pisces will understand the main law of the year. Abundance is a side effect of inner peace, and when they calm down, the world will begin to give them more. In love, harmony awaits Pisces. Ganesha shows a union in which there is no struggle, only trust. If they are already in a relationship, they will see a new level of intimacy. If they are single, they will meet someone who will feel their soul without words. It will not be a coincidence, but a meeting called by fate. Through this partner, they will discover a new strength within themselves, the desire to create, share, and live more fully. At the end of the year, Ganesha gives Pisces 3 great gifts: clarity, stability, and gratitude. They will understand that everything they have gone through, losses, doubts, expectations, was necessary to learn to accept. Now they are ready to live without fear, act without chaos, and love unconditionally. And that is what will make their lives prosperous. Ganesha blesses them with the words, "You are the ocean. You don't look for waves, you create them yourself." Indeed, in 26, Pisces will stop waiting for inspiration. They will become its source. Everything they touch will acquire beauty and meaning. Money will come naturally. Love will be close at hand, and the world will finally feel their depth. And then they will understand. Wealth is not something external, but something that has long been inside.